Growing up in Detroit, Rich DelGrosso was exposed to rock and roll, the Motown sound, and the blues. But it wasn't until a family vacation to Italy during his last year in high school that DelGrosso discovered the instrument that would be his passion. He was in the Quad Cities last month as a visiting artist with the Mississippi Valley Blues Society's Blues in the Schools program.
I've got a story that has to be told. You may think that it is old. Okay, that's how we're going to do it now.
Teaching is nothing new to Rich DelGrosso. He retired after teaching for 35 years, not music as you might think, but science and digital graphic illustration to middle school students. He was taking these students on a journey to find the roots of the musical tree.
Hank Williams had it, called it country. Monroe had it, called it bluegrass. Add hot sauce and what do you know? You've got a music called Zydeco. Ray Charles had it and he called it soul.
He described his own musical journey.
In high school I used to go to the 20 Grand, which was primarily an all-black audience, but I couldn't miss the Motown Review. I mean, those were wonderful. I just loved the music, and it's the home of John Lee Hooker, and the energy's there, the vibe is there, the music's there. I was, as a kid, of course, influenced by rock and roll, and played in a rock and roll band, all that. But when I wanted to really get to my roots as a rock and roller, I found the blues, and then the blues became my thing.
He talked to the students about the birth of the backbeat in the blues.
When I put my foot down, that's the downbeat. When my foot comes up, okay, as I'm tapping my foot, when my foot comes up, that's the backbeat. And all of those musics put emphasis on the backbeat. You see, it comes up.
He demonstrated how the backbeat can be found in other types of music, such as country.
When my baby moved out and the blues moved in, there was nothing I could do but mosey around with my head in my hands. Lord, what am I coming to? I just keep moaning in the blues. All right, look at all these people that think they know what it is.
And hip-hop. Following a quick lesson in how to play the water bottle and the spoons, the 5th grade Madison Elementary School Jug Band made its debut.
I'm going fishing too. Bet your life that my sweet wife can't catch more fish than you. Big fish bite when you got good bait. Now here's a little tip I would like to relate. Big fish bite when you got good bait. I'm a-going fishing, yes, I'm going fishing, and my baby going fishing too. That's it.
While Italian immigrants to America brought the mandolin, a popular instrument back home, with them, it took a trip to Italy to introduce DelGrosso to it.
We were driving around and we passed a store and I saw the mandolin and I said, that's a mandolin. I was looking for a souvenir, something I could bring back that really spoke Italy to me and I'd never forget. And so I brought the mandolin home and then I decided I'd learn how to play. And there were no teachers where I lived, so I just picked it up on my own. I started noodling on it in an open tuning and, until somebody pulled me aside and said, man, you should learn how to really play that. And that's when I decided I would, and I got method books and things and learned how to do it and listened, and I've been in love with it ever since.
He started out playing traditional bluegrass and folk music on the mandolin until a club owner asked him if he had ever heard of a certain blues mandolin player.
Have you heard Johnny Young? And I said, no. And he said, well, you should hear Johnny Young. The way you play blues and you play mandolin, you should hear Johnny Young. And Johnny Young was a guitar player but a mandolin player. And he played with Otis Spann and Muddy and those guys on the south side of Chicago. He played in the market, Maxwell Street Market, with all of those guys, Robert Nighthawk, and he played with those guys. And I bought some records, and wham, it hit me right in the head, and I said, wow, I've got to do that. Get your nose out of my business. You know it don't belong to you.
He discovered that the mandolin was a common instrument in the blues for years, so why did it disappear?
Electricity, the electric guitar. Just as there were wonderful acoustic blues musicians like Tampa Red who hung it up. I mean, he was the guitar wizard, incredible guitar player. Lonnie Johnson, incredible guitar player. But they basically gave up because they couldn't compete with the electric stuff. And so they'd hang it up. They'd go, I don't want to play like that. Their sound doesn't sound right. And so they stopped playing, and it's a shame.
Thanks to Rich DelGrosso and these enthusiastic audience members, the blues mandolin just might make a comeback.